O Great Spirit, Namaste. Saints and sages of all times, of all places, Namaste. O ye powers that be, the air, the earth, the fire, the water, the ether, Namaste. O ye path makers of old, ancestors, ancestors, ancestors of all of the lineages to whom we attune, Namaste. Most beloved and precious Ishtadevata, in all of thy names and all of thy forms and in thy formless reality, Namaste. Be with us, bless us. May we see that which needs to be seen. May we hear that which needs to be heard. May the reality be revealed to us, that each of us might seek out our own illumination at this moment with ever greater diligence. Om Hum Jum Saha Saha Jum Hum Om Om Bhurvasvaha Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandhanam Mrityor Mukshya Mamritata Svaha Bhuva Bhur Om Sahajum Hum Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Welcome. Welcome to my heart and welcome to our Sunday Sangha, our Sunday meditation. I hope it's good by you. It's nice and snowy here. It's wonderful to see the snow. Very, very wonderful to see the snow. It's joy-filled. Once upon a yogi time, there were 4 blind men. They hung out together. And one day they were walking down the road, and in front of them was a huge, huge, huge obstacle. They could hear, they could smell, but they couldn't see. So they split up. One goes around to the front, 2 on the sides, and 1 in the back. We're going to figure out what this is. They go to the front. The one in the front says, "Oh, this is a gigantic snake. See?" And he's holding on to the front of this thing. "Oh, no, this isn't a snake." Says the other one, no, snake here. And he's rubbing this. It's very rough and kind of hairy and big. It's like a big circle. It's very big what this thing is. What are you talking about? It's long and tubular. It's not big. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but this thing is like a wall. It's a massive, gigantic, mountainous wall. And it's got hair all over and it kind of smells a little bit. The 4th one says, "I'm sorry, but this is a snake. It's got a long tail, little hair on the end. It's got a long tail." And they argued. Oh, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, an hour. Each of them digging in deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into their own opinion. The little girl comes along. Namaste, how are you doing today? Something wrong? You seem like you're very unhappy. You can tell us. And they start grabbing at her. Is this a wall? Is it a circle? Is it a tube? Is it a snake? What is this? Oh, gentlemen, it's an elefante. It's an elephant. Can't you step back and see the hole? That tube is its trunk. That circle is its ears. That mountain is its side. And the snake is its tail. And with that, the 4 blind men said, let's go. We need to get along here. This is enough, enough, enough. And they went not very far, and they all collapsed, exhausted, sad, very sad. And the one says, I was sure it was a snake. I was sure it was a snake. I was sure it was a mountain. I was sure that it was a gigantic hairy circle. I was sure it was a tube. Seek to cease your opinions. Seek to cease cherishing your opinions. The greatest obstacle, the greatest problem that we as human beings run into in our lives is forgetfulness, avidya. We forget who and what we truly are. We have incarnated into this body, and with this incarnation, we came with a set of prisms, if you will. You came with the prism of your ascendant. I know you've heard this before, but I'm reminding you, you came with this prism of your ascendant. You came with the prism of your sun sign, the prism of your moon sign, the prism of all the astrological configurations in your natal horoscope. And then you walked through kala, through time, and those turned, they changed, they modified. They stayed the same, but they modified. Just like the glasses have to modify when the eyes change. And the way that you perceived reality modified. But it modified because, and only because, you chose again and again and again and again. I shouldn't say you, we. Me too. To have opinions about life. Now, what would happen? You know, the great Zen master says, rub, rub, rub. No mind, no mirror. What then is this? What is the reality if I don't have a mind? What is the reality if I don't see a mirror? Is there something that you are beyond this? And the answer is yes. The reality, you are a part of Indra's net. You are a part of life. You are a part of the reality. We are a part of the reality. You and I not separate. But what creates the problem? Now, the importance, I think, is in it. Let me just stop for a moment. In Kriya Yoga, Kriya Yoga is a philosophy, right? But it is also a way of life. It is a way that says to you, Here are the ways you can live your life that will lead you to enlightenment, that will lead you to see, to perceive, to become one with the reality. Kriya Yoga is a mystical path. It's you for you perceiving. It is not you listening to what I say and say, well, I believe what she says because she said it, or what Kriyanandi said because he said it, or what Yoganandi said because he said it, or what the Buddha said because he said it. No, it is your direct experience. Now, I know philosophically in the West, people will say, what is your direct experience worth? It has to be proven. If your direct experience isn't worth anything, what's the purpose of your incarnation, my beloved? Your direct experience of the reality. But we have to walk an awfully long time to find that aha, those moments of direct experience. Now, there's a great encouragement here. The great encouragement is what we call satoris. You've had them. You've had them. You can say, well, I don't think I'm enlightened. Well, maybe that's probably true. If you were, you would know. And you wouldn't talk about it either if you were. You wouldn't go. People who are enlightened don't go around saying, I'm enlightened. But satoris are these moments in life where all of a sudden you see. Aha. It's not, it's simple. Aha, aha, I see, aha. This is the right path to take, aha. No fluctuation. This is the correct thing to do. But what must be done? What is the most difficult thing and yet the easiest thing? The practice that must continue. You must cease to become attached. Let go of the attachment to your preferences. Cease to cherish your opinions. Now, these are ancient thoughts. The Shinshin Ming, the ancient Chinese text, often talks about these ceasing to cherish your opinions. Now, to me, what I love about this teaching, and you find it through many mystical teachings, but it does not say, let go of your preferences. It does not say, let go of your opinions. It says, cease to cherish them. Cease to be attached to them. Oh, that's a bit of a relief, isn't it? It means if my mind has a thought form, and that thought form is an opinion about something, I don't have to smack my mind down. I don't have to become upset with it. I don't have to beat it with a wet noodle. I can say, nitty. Isn't that interesting? What did you have an opinion about that for? Why did you have an opinion about that? There's a small practice, a small yogic practice. And it's this. You say at the beginning of every day, maybe you say at the beginning of every hour, or maybe you say it twice a day for 5 minutes. For this time, I'm not going to have an opinion about whatever crosses my mind. Whatever I see, whatever I do, I will have no opinion about that. And when the mind chooses to arise in the way that it will arise. When the mind chooses to have an opinion, you say, neti, neti, neti is the first thing you say. I'm not this thought. I'm not the thought thinking this thought. I'm not thought. It is the demagnetization of your attachment. Or you simply laugh at it. You use that great observer practice, taking the mindfulness that you have, the great ball, the blue ball of self-awareness, and placing it above your head, 18 inches above the head, outside of the chakra system. So you're just watching. Now, as you watch, you will find the most fascinating things, for the mind is fascinating. One of you here with us today loves to ride motorcycles. I've always wanted to do that. Never done it. I've always thought it was a wonderful thing. I've lusted after it, but never had the experience. And it's past my personal experience. But I'll tell you, I'm sure that that person has a preference for the type of motorcycle they ride, or a preference for the type of motorcycles that other people ride, or a categorization of this one is nicer, that one is nicer, this one is nicer. I don't have any attachment to the type of motorcycles. Doesn't mean that it just means my mind is different. She has all kinds of experiences about this, and so she has preferences. Me, they all look the same. I know they're not. They all look the same. What does it mean? It means that for each of us, there's something that you are attached to. You know where my mind is. Look at all the books. There's something you are attached to. There's some things that you are attached to, not just one, things, multiple things that you are attached to. And so you cultivate, as you walk through life, opinions about those things. You cultivate opinions about the colors of rooms, if you're an artist. Some people don't care about that. This is an important concept, because what you are attached to, what you have cherishing your opinion about something, the next person doesn't care. They cherish something else. They have an opinion about something else. But where does the problem come in? Why are we having all these wars? Why are all these people dying cruelly? Why is the karma manifesting the way it is upon the earth? Well, one of the problems is this. And really, as you think about it spiritually, it's quite shocking, if you will. Somehow in the living, we've come to believe, to attach ourselves to the idea, if you will, that a thought is more important than kindness to another living being. A thought is more important. Our opinion, our preference, our attachment to our opinion is more important than the way that we treat another person. That is a deep, deep, deep problem. It's deep error. The teachings do not say that you do not have to have opinions. Don't be attached to them. Don't be attached to them. Don't be attached to your opinions. Don't be attached to your preferences. You can have your preferences, but if somebody offers you lentil soup instead of Mushroom soup, take the lentil soup. Don't be attached. Now, here's a couple of really, they sound simple, but they're very, very vital and very potent yogic practices that will help you to become detached from your opinions. The first one I gave to you, set a period of time, just a couple of minutes, and say, at this time, whatever arises in my mind, I'm not going to be attached to. And then watch the mind. At this point, I'm just going to watch. I'm not going to be attached. And observe whatever arises in your mind without criticism, without being attached to it. We're going to try it in a minute. Without clinging to it. All right? That's one practice. You do it throughout the day. And in the beginning, it's not necessary to say, I'm not going to have any opinions about something for the whole day or the whole week or the whole month. Just be comfortable, do it for 5 minutes at a time. And you'll be amazed. I don't like the way that this feels. I can't sit this way, or I'm not cold, I'm not hot, I'm too hot, I'm too cold. The mind has a tendency to complain. And so this is the practice of bringing it back to the center, bringing it back to the center, bringing it back to the center, so you can stop it. You can train it to say, you can fetch later on. You don't have to do it now, all right? Not now. Now, practice number 2. I like this one a lot. Because it's very funny. You will find that your mind is amusing if you can do this practice. Or at least I have found my mind to be very amusing. And this is just simply it. Whenever you're around people, or you're going to have an opportunity to be around people or talk to them on the phone or see them on Zoom or whatever, watch your mind and watch what your mind chooses to attach to. Did you ever walk down the street and see somebody and they're dressed in a way, maybe their shoes don't match their outfit. Maybe the way that their shoes are, in your opinion, doesn't match their outfit. Maybe you don't like their hair. Maybe you don't like the sound of their voice. Maybe you don't like the way they walk. Maybe you don't like their car. The key is your mind will become critical of the other. Small criticisms, not necessarily anything big, just small little criticisms. I wonder why she did that. I wonder why she's wearing that. I wonder why he's doing this. I wonder why he's doing that. Boy, he could pull his pants up. They'd look better if they were hemmed. All you're doing is feeding your own preferences. They're dressed the way that they dress because that's the way that they want to dress, or that's the way that their karma is at this time. They're walking because that's how they walk. They're talking because that's how they talk. There's a phrase that is used by some people that is I think, quite interesting. She was talking with an accent. He was talking with an accent. I wish they'd learn to speak correctly. Let's just leave it at that. Do you know that the English language is spoken around the world? It's one of the languages, not the, but is one of the languages that is spoken by more people than any other around the world. Not the most spoken language. But it sounds different when it's spoken in Boston than it does when it's spoken in Mississippi, places in the United States, in North America. It sounds very different when it's spoken in the United Kingdom, in England versus Scotland versus Ireland. It sounds different when it's spoken in Australia. It sounds different when it's spoken in the Philippines. It sounds different when it's spoken in North India versus South India. All the same alphabet, the same words, just a different emphasis. So why is there a need to prefer one over the other? Do you hear me? It's the mind. We have to let go of the attachment to the preferences. So all you're doing, whenever your mind becomes critical of another person, whenever your mind becomes critical, isn't that interesting? That my mind thought it was important to have an opinion about that. Somebody asks you what you think about something. Do you know you actually do not have to have an opinion about everything? You don't have to have an opinion about what people ask you about. You know, they ask you about what you think about the snow. No, I haven't thought about it. I don't have an opinion. What you're seeking to do, my beloved, is really ceasing. You're seeking to stop the habit of cherishing your opinions. You're seeking to stop the habit of being attached to your preferences. That's all. Wow. What does that do? Well, it takes the thumb that blinds you out of your eyes. If I can stop having that attachment, if you can stop having that attachment, then you begin to see the reality. Then you don't walk around saying, everybody should be like me, or everybody is like me. No. The greed of the mind begins to dissolve away. The desire to control everybody else dissolves away. Okay, you know, they're wearing purple. They dyed their hair purple. So what? No, the hair is whatever color this is. So what? Doesn't matter. You free yourself by doing this. But more importantly, if you attach, this is I've given you two very simple things, and given it to you in the way that you can learn, and day to day, throughout every day, you can do these practices, walking through your day, and you will learn how much I'm attached to it, what I'm attached to, what I'm not attached to. Treat your mind with kindness, with gentleness. Treat it with humor. When you see what you have opinions towards, opinions of, preferences for, treat it with kindness, treat it with humor, treat it with understanding, and let go. For then, you know, this rub. No mind, no mirror. But then it's the reality. That rub implies that there is some Kriya to be done, some action to be done. And in Kriya Yoga, we would say that there is an action, there is a necessity to retrain the mind so that it's not running down the track of a high degree of emotionality. So that you are simply being able to see the reality. When you try to stop activity to achieve quietude, the Shin Ming says, Your effort fills you with activity. You're not looking to do any effort at all. Just stop striving. Don't long for this, don't long for this. Just accept the reality as it is in this moment. It's simple. All is change. Just accept at this moment that which you see. Accept at this moment the reality. These two simple practices will free you unbelievably. You know, if you're not attached for even a moment to your opinion, you're able to listen to the other person. You can hear them. You may not like what you hear, but you are able to hear. If you're not attached to your opinion, if you're not attached to your preference, doesn't mean you don't have a preference. I'd like them all to agree with me. You know, it's like the person who says, they pray to God and they say, gimme, 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 gimme. They don't say, give me that which is best for me. They say, gimme, 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 I want this. And if you don't give me this, I'm going to go to so-and-so and have them plead to you because I want exactly this. That this may have implications you don't know. It may not be the best thing. Enough of the talking. We're going to spend the rest of our time in a meditation. A few minutes of not cherishing our opinions. And then in meditative prayer. And you'll note that when we share this time in meditative prayer, no preferences. We are simply asking the Divine Ones to bless as is best and wisest for all of those for whom we pray. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Not an easy thing to do, my beloved, because each of us has a desire when we pray. We want something. I want it to be this way, I want it to be that way. But go back to the Shin Shin Ming, go back to the mystical teachings. The mind will have its preferences. Just don't be attached. Don't cherish those opinions. When you cherish them and you hold them and you say, this is mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, you're locking it in. You're creating a duality. And we want to see the reality, not the duality. Now, let us join together with some meditation. Sit with your spine erect. Sit with your hands in the Om Mudra, the index finger and the thumb together. The hands placed upon the thighs, the spine erect as you are able. Be comfortable here. Closing the eyes. Turn your head to the left, exhaling twice with the resurrection breath. Bring your head back to the center and begin to watch the breath. Take 3 long, deep inhalations and exhalations. Now use the sipping breath, inhaling through your mouth. Inhaling with the sipping breath, pull the energy from the limbs of the body to the trunk of the body. From the trunk of the body, pull the energy into the spinal column. From the base of the spine, pull the energy up to the sun center. Move that energy out in front of you as a golden ball of light. Expand it. Now sweep that ball of light around your body, moving counterclockwise 3 times. Encase your entire being in golden light. Expand that golden light. And now ascend. Ascend to the high place of meditation. Om Namo 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 Attaining the high place of meditation, find a comfortable meditation place to sit. In your mind's eye, you see a mountain in front of you. Mount Meru, the highest of the sacred mountains. From halfway up the mountain, a brilliant stream of light pours down upon you. Landing right at your feet. The light invites you to enter. Step into the light and feel yourself drawn up the mountain, levitating in the light. The light surrounds you, it fills you, it lifts you. You reach the source of the light. You step onto the mountain. In front of you is a healing shrine. It is perfect for you. See this healing place in your mind's eye. Every piece of it perfect for you. You are welcome into the shrine. Walk into the shrine and breathe in the light. Becomes more and more brilliant as you walk to the back of the shrine. There's a brilliant pool of light in the back beckoning to you. Enter the pool. As your feet enter the pool, you feel all of the old beginning to molt away, to melt away, to dissolve away. You walk through the pool to the waterfall of light which is in front of you. Calling to you. The light becomes more and more and more brilliant. As you stand under the light waterfall, the light pours down upon you, around you, through you. Filling every cell of your being. Dissolving away all of the karmas. Dissolving away all of the preferences. Dissolving away the attachments. Te Be Su De Ba Ya. Feel the light pouring down your chakras, pouring down your entire being, your astral body, your physical body, your causal body. Te Be Su De Ba Ya. Te Be Su De Ba Ya. Te Be Su De Ba ya te be su de be ya. Walking forth from the waterfall, feel yourself levitating just a slight bit. Your being is lighter now. The karma is dissolving away. The attachments dissolving away. Continue to breathe in the light as you walk back through the pool of light. Feel yourself clothed anew. Feel yourself strengthened. Walking through the shrine. Sitting outside the shrine. Focus your attention for just a moment at the point between your eyes. Allow yourself to feel the light. If any attachment arises in your mind, neti, neti, neti. Breathe in the light. Now return to watching your breath. Call upon your Ishtadevata to join with us at this moment. Most beloved and precious Ishta, in all of thy names and all of thy forms, in thy formless reality, be with us at this moment. Take hold of the hand of your Ishta and ascend to the top of Mount Meru, the top of the highest of mountains. Om Namo 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 Namo. Om Namo 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 attaining the top of Mount Meru. You and your Ishta gaze. You see on the mountain the entrance to a cave. A cave that runs to the depth of the mountain. You ask your Ishta to stand in the entrance to the cave. You sit in meditation facing your Ishta. From the Jupiter chakra of your Ishta projects forth the golden egg of light. Your Ishta comes to sit by you. The two of you gaze upon the egg of light. The egg grows to fill the entrance. From this egg projects forth Prema Yogi. You and your Ishta offer your namaskars to Prema. And feel that Prema is offering its blessings back to you. You become aware that Prema is breathing a special Kriya. This Kriya is only breathed by Prema Yogi. You hear the Kriya. On the inhalation, Prema breathes, Prema Hong, drawing in all of the karmas from around the earth, upon the earth, within the earth. Exhaling, Prema Saw, Prema Yogi radiates Anandic bliss around the earth, upon the earth, within the earth. Prema Hong, Prema Saw. As you watch, Prema Yogi merges into the mountain, continuing to breathe. You and your Ishta once again offer your namaskars to Prema, your gratitude, your respect. You become filled with the knowing that Prema will continue to breathe this Pramahamsa Kriya, drawing all of the karmas from around the earth, upon the earth, within the earth, with its Pramaham, and radiating forth anandic bliss around the earth, upon the earth, within the earth, as it exhales Pramasa. You are filled with the knowing that Prema will do this Kriya, perform this Kriya, continue this Kriya without ceasing until this mountain becomes a hill, until this hill is no more. Filled with gratitude, you and your Ishta take hold of hands and return to the high place of meditation. Filled with the knowing that your spiritual energies, your yoga siddhi, has vivified Prema Yogi, that the karmas are softened. O ye powers that be, we call upon thee again and again and again to soften the karmas of all beings, not only upon the earth, but in all realms, in all universes, upon all planets. Thou knowest better than we that which is needed. We are filled with gratitude for Mother Gaia, that we are here living upon her, incarnated within her being. Let us chant the sound of the universe's breathing, the chant of Om, that the powers that be will radiate with us the blessings that all beings need. Thou knowest better than we that which is needed. We ask only for that which is the highest good. We ask only that the karma of all beings in all realms be softened again and again and again. Without effort, silently or softly aloud, let us join in chanting the Om mantra. Feel the golden lights radiating forth from your sun center as we join together with all of the powers that be, sending forth our blessings to all beings. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. My beloved, we have done that which we came to do. We leave the rest to God, to Guru, to Lord, to lineage. Continue to seek out your own illumination with ever greater diligence. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste Ji. Namaskar. Thank you for your blessings. Continue to let go of your attachments. Continue to share your blessings. Know that they make a difference. Let go of any self-doubt and know that they make a difference. Namaste.